Good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 29th of November. It's 2:22 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you for your patience. It's been a couple of weeks since I last posted a video. This month has been the toughest month year to date. Um, Obviously, everyone will have moments like this. At least most of us will. And so, anyway, that's no excuse. But what I wanted to do was share what I've done and what I'm facing. So, you know that I do trade the market in both directions. Sometimes one direction at a time. Sometimes I trade both directions simultaneously, where I'm selling calls and I'm selling puts. And if the market goes too far one direction or another, then one side's winning, one side's losing. Sometimes my losing side is heavier than my winning side, creating a net decrease in my balance. So I'm going to show you what I'm facing, what I've done, and you let me know your thoughts in the comments. So this is AMD. Okay, I don't own any of the underlying shares. You can see here, this is for Friday, so 2 days from now. It says zero. I had positions here, and I bought them back. I sold them initially, bought them back, and then I sold new ones. I had 40. I sold another 40 to replace these. That's why there's a zero. Tomorrow, this line will be completely erased. Same expiration. I scooted it up a little bit. So the 119 puts, they shrank in value by almost 30 cents, leaving about 10 cents left per option. And I wanted to squeeze a little more juice out of it. So I got closer to the money. This went up almost $2. I rolled this up $2 on the strike. So there's $2.85 between the current price and the strike price. And 2 trading days, if this stays above 121, then this will be zero. Okay, this is the current value right now, $1,180. That will be potentially mine. So we'll see. 653.52 is what I collected. It went against me by this much, 526.48. So that's where we get this number here, the 1180. Okay. So this right now is working against me, but I have 2 days, and time value obviously will kick in, and we'll see what the market does. If this somehow pulls back and goes down and it gets either to 121 or below, I can obviously roll these out to the 8th, which is the following Friday. Or if I have to, I can go to the 15th, the next Friday, the Friday after that, etc. I don't want to go out too long. However, in this example, I have these calls all the way out to middle of 2025. So that's a long way. That's like, what, 19 months away, something like that. So that's not something I like. But the reason I did it was AMD kept climbing and climbing and climbing at a faster pace than I expected. And so I wanted to keep these calls out of the money, meaning above this price. And so I hope to not have to keep rolling forever, but this is where it is now. I actually had 40 of them. I bought back one and I sold another one, so it's equal to 40, but I had the expiration at this, well, actually not this month, but this coming month, the middle of December, the 126 calls. The reason I did that is I don't want to hold all the way out to here, but to buy all of this back is a very, very heavy purchase. I collected 109 for 65. So I'm ahead on this position about $2,800. However, I did take losses along the way by rolling positions out to get to here. So the way to recover all of that back is to let these options expire. But one at a time, little by little, if I see a an opportunity to maybe buy back one or two here and there and replace it with something like this, I will do that. And so obviously in a couple of weeks from this Friday, this could possibly expire worthless. And if it does, I'll do it again and again and again. And so if you look at this number, 289 versus this, it's just over a tenth of this. So if I do this theoretically 10 times, that'll offset this. There's a lot of variables there. But if I do that, at least there's more immediacy. Instead of having to wait, then, along the way, there's going to be way more opportunities than 10 rolls to do this. So I think I can make this amount in less time than this. So, but I'm doing them one at a time just because I don't want to make such a heavy buyback. So I'll trickle in buying back one at a time or two at a time and replacing it. So it'll be a total of 40. And as these expire, maybe I'll scale down and there'll be 35, 30. And then of course the puts will be equal to the calls because the margin requirement will be the same. Whatever I sell on the call side, I'll sell on the put side. If it's 10, it's 10. If it's 20, it's 20. I just want them to match. So as I peel these away, I'll try to scale this back, freeing up this margin here, which is 180 plus this about 183,000 that I would free up. Okay. Amazon, I don't own the shares, but I have. So this one's a little bit off. This is 48, 34 plus 14. And then I have 50 here. So on Friday, when these expire, I'll have 14 remaining, and then I can just sell 36, making it even. So this goes out to January of 2025. Not quite as bad as this, but still, that's over a year away. I don't like that, but I had to do the same thing. I had to roll as Amazon kept climbing aggressively higher in such a short amount of time. I wanted to stay out of the money. The margin requirement is, you can do the math, about 138 plus about 68,000 plus another 8,000. So, 200 and something thousand right there. Plus you add this, there's a lot of margin that's being tied up that I prefer not to for such a long time. So I'm going to also look at buying back a call or two at a time, doing the same thing as I'm doing with this. This expires soon, so I'll replace this with 36 to make it match, and I'll do either the next Friday, the 8th, or the 15th, something like that. I want to keep these out of the money. So basically, I'm selling puts and calls out of the money so that this stays hopefully inside of that range, and then we can see all of these decrease in time value and shrink down. So you see here, they're a little bit profitable, but there's still a long way to go. Obviously, this one, there's 2 days left, so that's why this is such a bigger number here. This is Cloudflare, same thing. I don't have, I apologize for that background ring. Let me turn that off really fast. Okay, I apologize for that. So, same thing. This is between 72 and 90. I like to keep it that way. These expire next Friday. About 32% in profit of the collected upfront premium. This minus this equals this. So once these get replaced with new positions, I'll slowly increase capital because I'll be collecting the premium. So with this, I also may do the same thing, $1,400 per call, might start buying them back little by little, and ultimately freeing up these margin requirements here. So a lot of capital is being tied up, and I'm trying to, I have to take a little bit of pain. I might have to take a little bit of a loss, but if I free up all this capital, I still have a lot of capital that I can use to use this strategy with options that expire sooner, and maybe give a little more breathing room. And if they roll, I won't roll too far out. I'll make better decisions. So I'm always learning as well. So we have a lot of the same things here. This is this Friday, 29 puts, 29 calls. This is all the way out a full year. So same thing. This one's $226,000 tied up too. So anyway, that's what I'm working with. That's my a short-term play has turned into a long-term play. So I'm trying to slowly unravel this. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I will be posting more frequently. Hang in there. If you're going through this, you're not alone. Everyone goes through this or goes through something similar to this at some point if they've been trading long enough. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon.